Hi, so welcome to the experiment which is about a door control. So in the earlier video I have shown you about the switch, that is the way in which we are using the door control switch. Basically it's a we are controlling the state of the switch, or rather we are taking the state of the switch based on physical movement of the doors. So these are the things that we have captured. So probably initially the state was closed, then it was open, then again closed. That means there is a door that is open and that is closed. So there are various states that are there, which basically corresponds to open and closed. So this information is basically sent out to the Google Cloud. So we'll try to now see this information. So let's go to the Google Cloud. So here now you can see this information is basically part of the state. So here I am just showing you state is closed or state is open, like that. So let me just refresh this. Yeah, so you are able to see this. So there are multiple states, like here multiple entries of a state. So this is the state. So here if I just go and see in the text, then this is like open. Now if I click on this is closed. And once again there could be a change of state. So this is again open. Like that, basically I am just showing you. So these are the multiple entries based on what I just have done, like open or close of a switch. Maybe I can just go to our this one code base and we can actually take a look at. So now I am just trying to pull this. So here you can see this state has become open. So it is as good as opening a door and then closing it. So again it is closed. So like that you can see it keeps on happening. So this is about the way in which the door switch control works using the ESP32 device. Now let's quickly understand the script that is written for this. So we are going to use MQTT, which is obviously a standard because that's the way we are communicating with Google IoT. Then we have used pin number 21. Then initially the state is made 0, that is the default behavior. So this is the topic. So topic is basically a device, some device, whatever the device we have. So this is a ESP32 device followed by a particular this one. So here obviously we are using publish and subscribe. So it is a IoT topic. So that is a state. Now this is very important. So we are using a button handler, and for this this is a button handler function. So let me just explain you this. So GPIO dot set button handler. So you can see this. So this is the set button handler. Basically I am just hovering on this. So it takes various parameters. So here the first parameter is obviously the pin number, then the type of pull, so that is whether it is a pull up or pull down, so that particular thing, then the interrupt mode, and then the period, that is debouncing, because if you do it very fast then we need to have some separation, otherwise you will get a false signal. So that is called as debouncing. So that is debouncing interval. And then the function that will be called, that's a handler function. So that means when that particular event will happen, or the change of state will happen, then what will the function that will be called. So it is like pin, then pull up or pull down. So obviously I'll tell you that. Then if it is a pull up, then basically it will be the negative edge, like from top to that is 1 to 0 you are going, so it will be a negative edge. Then we can use a standard interval of a debounce period, which is 200 milliseconds, and obviously the function. So let's now go to the program. So this is your set button handler, then pin GPIO.pullup. So this is the pull up. So that means this initially the value of this particular pin is pulled up, and then on a negative edge. So here you can see interrupt, that is edge positive, that is positive in the sense like basically we are using this edge, that is it will be edge triggered, basically that interrupt will be there. So this is what I was just trying to show you. So this GPIO dot set button handler. So you can see this. So this is that it could be a pull up, it could be negative edge, or it could be positive edge. That means it could be from 0 to high, or reverse of that. Okay. So these are the two states that are possible. So here we are using edge positive, then this is a debouncing interval, and then the function. So we will read the value of the pin. So here you can see the pin value will be initially some value will be there, so which will basically be, so you can see I am just scrolling it down. So here initially it will be 1, and then basically when I open, then obviously it will be open. So these are the different states or the different values that will be there. So here that particular value is just printed so that we know exactly the things are going on, and then we just basically put it to the state variable, because that is what we want to basically send the value to the Google IoT. So we will basically take the value and we'll compare whether it is equal to open or equal to closed. So depending on that, it's like an if condition. So this particular thing will be checked here, and then if the value is not equal to state, that means the value is not equal to state, because we initially started with 0, so it will basically be the reverse. So only when it is reverse, that means it's not matching, then you basically store the state. That means if it is open, then now you need to store it as a, if it is initially it is closed, then we need to, and now if I open it, then obviously we need to update the state, so like saying that it is now open, like that. So only when it is not equal, so this state will be the equal to value, and obviously we are just printing as if this is an verbose information. So what is the topic? So topic is the state, here devices state, and then the actual message. So the message here will be, you can see this is the message. So message is like it's a JSON message. So basically this is that JSON stringify has done. So that is the state is equal to either open or state is equal to close. So here I am just showing it. So this is open or this is closed. So same information is then publicized or using MQTT to Google IoT, and then we basically print this in the end. So now let's quickly go to once again to Google this one, and you can now see which I was showing you earlier. So this is that state and then the open, and similarly here state close, like that. So at various times this information is made available at Google IoT. So I hope you enjoyed this experiment, which is related to using a door control. It has a very practical usage. This can be used not just for controlling the door, but anything where you see there is a like the gap is introduced, or that state is basically changed. So that is the place where this sensor, which is the door sensor, can be used. So thank you.